got Ted Kennedy, right?
Take these guys. Hey, Tim. How are you? Good to see you.
How you doing?
How are you?
Good.
The
Nice
hell
to
are
see
you doing here? Are you a labor guy for crying out loud? Let's show me your union card. Let me see the union card.
I don't even have my driver's
So I
license.
got with it. How are you?
Eddie, how are you?
Yeah.
See you.
How we doing? How you doing? Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you. Thank you very much.
No, Senator, this is Ray Marshall. He's in charge of the town. Well, I don't have to do anything because I got the mayor here.
Oh, we're doing all right.
You're going for it.
We're doing all right.
Thanks a lot.
Democratic city.
That's good.
That's absolutely true.
Thank you.
Absolutely true.
Thanks a lot. Good.
How are you?
Good to see you. How are you? Good to see you. Nice to see you. How are you?
Nice to see you.
Good. What's good for lunch here?
Why not? Okay.
Make sure all you're doing.
Hello, Mayor.
Working on everything, you know.
Hey there. I'm sad to see you go. All right. How are you? I guess you are.
How are you? Very good to see you. Welcome. Good morning. Nice to see you.
How you doing? Nice to see you. How you doing?
Good to see you. Nice to see you. Thank you. Okay.
Mayor Farr, we sit over here.
Okay.
Mayor.
All right. Great.
Good luck.
No, I'm gonna get him.
You guys score the corner booth, huh?
All right.
We're gonna get you guys right over there.
Okay, we'll be on our.
Did you read that quick?
Communications. Good. Democratic Party. From right to left, Senator John Kerry, Senator Ted Kennedy, Congressman Barney Frank, and an unidentified man.
Nice to see you. I think I'm the only Democrat in talk radio now. So I wanted to ask you, I guess initially, President Bush reversing his decision to stay the course, it seems. Wanted to get your reaction to this reversal and just some of the changes we're seeing now. Is it just because of the election?
Well, the basic posture and position of this administration is stay the course, and stay the course is not a policy. And what we do know is that we have to change the course, because what is happening at the present time is not the road to victory. It isn't that Democrats are saying that at this time of the year. All you have to look at the national intelligence assessments that are Bush's intelligence agencies, 15 of them, saying that the current policy isn't working. And it seems to me that as we come to the election time, people here in southeastern Massachusetts are going to have to ask themselves whether we want to endorse a broken policy and one that hasn't working, or whether we want change. And a change would mean that the Iraqis are going to have to dismantle their militias, are going to have to make political judgments and decisions that are going to permit American forces to come home with honor. That's what this election really is about. That's why it's so important. That's why, in many respects, it's the election of a lifetime, of a generation, because it's the difference between war and peace. After we get that done, then we can refocus our attention on al-Qaeda and terrorism, which we haven't given our full attention to over the period of these last 3 years.
Many sons of the Commonwealth have fallen in the war on terror, including many in Fall River and New Bedford. What would you say to their families that right now are questioning why we went into this war? Are you confident that if the Democrats are able to take back the leadership, that we're going to be able to look into the face of these military families and provide them an answer?
Well, any of the fallen soldiers are heroes. All of them are heroes. They have volunteered to fight for our country. They have understood that there's a risk of life and limb. And still, they were prepared to fight for what this country is about. So they are authentic heroes. The challenge for us is to get a policy in Iraq that's worthy of the bravery and the courage of the heroes. They are the noble sons and noble daughters of our families here in southeastern Massachusetts, and we ought to have a policy that is worthy of their courage, worthy of their bravery. The current policy is not. The current policy has meant that the Army has been in Iraq and fought against the insurgents longer than we fought in World War II. Can you imagine that? Longer than we fought getting rid of the Germans in North Africa, out of Western Europe, all the way through World War II. The Army has fought there, and they've done so gallantly. The problem hasn't been the military, the problem has been the politicians. The political leadership in Iraq and the United States have refused to take the kind of tough decisions that would have brought an end to this conflict and permit us then to pursue al-Qaeda. You know, we had Osama bin Laden on the run in Afghanistan. We had him up in the mountains at Tora Bora. And for some reason, the Bush administration said, we're going to take our troops out of Afghanistan and we're going to fight in Iraq, rather than going after the person that was the author of the attacks at 9/11. That made no sense to me then. It makes no sense to me now. We need a changed and altered position. And that's what this election is all about.
Just one last question. Less than a mile from here, there's a proposed liquefied natural gas terminal set to be placed within 900 feet of people's homes. Your staff has been basically our only line of defense in heading off some overtures by conservative Republican senators trying to take down our old Brightman Street Bridge. If the Democrats are able to take back the Senate, is one of your first priorities going to be to stop that project, and is that your inclination?
Well, I think there's a role for liquefied natural gas in our total energy policy, but to place a facility in a highly dense area where there are hundreds of homes, scores of schools, and even hospitals made no sense to me when I appeared at the energy hearing in Washington. Makes no sense to me today. And there's appropriate areas for siting, but this is not one. So I'm going to do everything I can to see that it doesn't take place.
Congressman Frank has even found evidence of collusion between federal agencies and the Lawyers for Weavers Code.
Very, very troublesome. It's the kind of, the sort of backslapping and collusion which has taken place with Halliburton and Dick Cheney and others in the administration, and that's bad business. Has no place in our government. We ought to get to the bottom of it.